What's going on YouTube? Stealing Likes here, and you guys have caught me once again handing the cookie jar out here trying to snatch me some likes.
And welcome to the very first Throwback Thursday. Now, for today's battle, basically what I'm doing is I'm running Generation 1. Each week on Throwback Thursday, I will be running a generational team. I can only move on to a next generation after 2-0ing an opponent. Now, with me today we have Venusaur, Ninetales, Jolteon, Hitmonlee, Starmie, and Kabutops. Now, this is going to be a little bit more of a challenge for me personally based on the way I built this team because I'm not running Venusaur right. In Throwback Thursdays, I won't be running any Mega Stones because they didn't exist before Gen 6. Ideally, I'd like to get through this in 5 weeks. So, my first opponent of the day walked out. However, we're not going to count it. Obviously, that'd be a little bit too easy. However, I am going to leave that in the video because I don't want to go through the explanation of Throwback Thursdays again. Now, my next opponent from Japan, not sure where, and a really low rating. That concerns me. Kangaskhan, Ferrothorn, Rotom, Garchomp, Charizard. Well, this is all fairly straightforward. Ew. So, I want to bring Ninetales. I want to bring Starmie. And I want to bring Hitmonlee, but I also want to bring Kabutops. I know, it's stupid. However, I need to figure out which one is more likely to come. Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is more likely to show up here. Because if my opponent is looking at all at the fact that I do double up water types, they might not want to bring Charizard. Even though water not nearly as effective in the sun, I could bring Starmie, Venusaur, and Hitmonlee if I don't predict Rotom. However, Rotom's probably gonna show. You know what? I will go with Starmie, Venusaur, and Hitmonlee instead as the trade-off here. Because that covers both, well, actually that covers all of the Mega Possibles. So, I led with Starmie. That's a new one. I was thinking about leading with Venusaur, even though that's a dangerous, dangerous moment. Now, I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens here. Because if my opponent leads with Charizard, I'm probably just going to stick around. Oh, no, I'm not, because it packs a Solar Beam. That's stupid. They do lead with Charizard. It is a threatening moment. Now, let's see here. I'm going to switch instantly into Venusaur. I feel a Mega Evolution and a Solar Beam coming on, and I'm sure that they're totally okay with doing that. So, we're going to see exactly what goes down here. No, they withdraw. Who do they withdraw for? Rotom. I get exactly what I need right there. So I'm actually going to go for a Grassy Terrain. I'm predicting a switch here. Although Rotom might trick me. Which wouldn't be the worst thing ever, as it would slowly kill Rotom. Now, Charizard's back. I pop up the Grassy Terrain just to get a little bit of an edge on my side of things. And if Garchomp came along, he's not going to enjoy that whatsoever. Next up, swapping out into Starmie. And if my opponent does decide to... did they decide to Mega? I think that would happen after the switch. I don't remember the exact turn order there. Yeah, there's the Charizard Is that... That's X. Well, isn't that nifty? So, he's probably going to Heat Wave. There's that. Starmie is going to get quite a bit of regeneration right here, going because of the leftovers and the Grassy Terrain. Now, this thing's not packing a Solar Beam. I know that much. My next question is it... Are they going to switch? I'm going to go for the Scald. I'm not going to predict a switch here. I'm just going to go straight into the Scald and see if they stick around. Because if they stick around, that could hurt their feelings a little. If not, we're going to see Rotom, a resisted Scald, and possibly a Burn. The Burn is the only reason to stick around here. I do get the Burn, so that paid off a little bit. and Rotom also not capable of benefiting from this wonderful terrain. Hence why I put it up. My opponent's probably not too terribly happy with me at the moment, mostly because I got a burn hack on the first try, although we could have done this dance all day. Now, swapping out into Venusaur, because there's nothing Rotom can do to it. I mean, at all. That's not totally true. He could burn and go for hexes. However, he'd probably be dead before he got the hex off. So, going for the Thunderbolt, which Venusaur really doesn't care about. Just getting some beefiness in right here. Now, I think I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb. I'm predicting that they're not going to sit in against Venusaur. Best thing I've got for Charizard is Sludge Bomb. If they switch on to Garchomp, that wouldn't be the best either, though. Because if I remember correctly, now, anybody here, feel free to correct me on this, but I'm pretty sure the ground type resists poison. Oh, no, we're going to keep Rotom in. So he's going to meet a Sludge Bomb face-to-face, and there goes Rotom. Next up is probably still Charizard. Charizard's probably not too terribly happy with me at the moment. However, swapping back into Starmie, which my opponent might be able to predict, but I don't know how well they can damage through it. I'm a little bit reluctant now that my grass is gone. But, oh, they swap out into Garchomp. Well, Garchomp, he's a tough guy. But I'm actually going to put up the Grassy Terrain again. I want to take away his ability to Earthquake. Oh, he just sticks himself in Outrage on the first turn. So, that is going to do enough damage to kill Venusaur. But with him stuck in Outrage, Starmie is free to get off, more likely than not get off kill. It might not, but there's still a pretty strong likelihood it could happen. As the double effective Ice Beam, ew. Now, that puts our Garchomp in the ground. Last up we have Charizard, who's probably not going to take a lot of damage from anything I want to do. And then Hitmonlee is the savior in the back, because that reversal will kill if I can get Charizard into a killable range. So first off a Scald, and then I'll probably just go for Psychics once I do. Oh, he's immune to the burn. So, it's not super effective. I might as well just keep going for Scalds instead of going for, well, Psychic's higher power. So, we'll look at the damage on a Psychic. I probably should have put up a light screen just in case things do get funky on me here in a second. But yeah, the Psychic is a better choice. Heat Wave, not concerned. Now, this is going to end up being a dead Charizard. So I think my opponent packed like all the threats on me in this one, and I didn't really expect that. I mean, Egg/Kangaskhan, Charizard, Garchomp. There was no Talonflame, I don't think. Maybe there was a Talonflame and I'm just forgetting. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first match. We will be back with match 2 in about 5 seconds, so you guys sit tight. Already hit that challenge button now for the 4th time in a row. Gotten another opponent from, I think that's Gunma Japan. Now, they brought along Ninetales, Charizard, Kangaskhan, Venusaur, Scolipede, Weezing. So I'm most definitely bringing Starmie. Really big part of me wants to bring Hitmonlee. And, I don't know. They're clearly bringing Sunlight. However, I don't want to bring out Venusaur too terribly much. I actually want to bring Starmie, Kabutops, and Hitmonlee. And that's what I'm going to do. Throwing another change up here. Now, I'm not seeing a lot of high special attackers, so I could lead with Kabutops. I'm going to lead with Kabutops. So Kabutops gets in there, Starmie, and Hitmonlee. You guys just missed, I'm not going to upload it, you guys just missed a great battle that I just threw down. My opponent, they packed a couple things for me. But I feel like I worked out everything. We were down to pretty much what was going to go down with Hydreigon. I was concerned with that. I actually like running against Hydreigon. Every time I see it, it seems like a shocker, even though it's not that uncommon. So I lead Kabutops, they lead Scolipede. So now, I'm going to go... I feel like this thing is just going to start off by tossing up a Protect, but I'm going for the Stone Edge. Doesn't matter. Oh, they don't Protect. I miss. And they Toxic my Kabutops. Could be worse. It could be worse, because Kabutops probably not going to stick around for a really long time. Kind of frail. However, it gets its first speed boost. That might be enough to just outspeed my Kabutops at this point. So now here comes the Stone Edge. It's probably going to Protect. Yeah, there's the Protect. So, I already know they're not baton passing into Ninetales or Charizard. Although, I'm willing to bet there's a baton pass in there somewhere. Just waiting for me. So, there's the Stone Edge. Hopefully I hit this time, as I would like to see what kind of damage I can get off on Scolipede. It does interest me, because this bug is already on my nerves. So, they might go for the baton pass right here into something that would not take super effective damage from a rock. Another Mega Horn. And we just both miss. I'm actually thinking about swapping out, because I can almost guarantee they're going to Protect again. Do I have anybody else with me for Scolipede? No. So, I'm tempted to not stick around here. I'm going to switch into Starmie. I can't let him take a ton of toxic damage knowing that Ninetales or Charizard's going to show. I mean, it might not. Maybe they're afraid of the water types that I'm packing, even though Sunlight negates some of that. So, we are going to see what I can do with Starmie here. Because I could go for the Scald. Actually, I could go for the Psychic. What am I doing? So I'm going to do that. They use a Toxic. This looks like a very two-dimensional strategy so far. Now, that is going to get that bug out of here. Thank you, Starmie, for getting rid of the speed booster. Now, who do they go into at this point? It won't be... it could be Charizard. It could very well be Charizard. But if they brought... Well, they brought something else, clearly. What else would come in right here? Kangaskhan. Well, Kangaskhan is a nifty time. So, knowing that I didn't pack Starmie for this Kangaskhan, I'm actually tempted to just hard switch here. Because it's going to Mega Evolve. Oh, but Kangaskhan can't get killed by Hitmonlee in that way. I already know that. Because Hitmonlee's Focus Sash gets shattered, and then its parental bond ruins me. So what I am going to do, I am going to go for the Scald here. And we're going to see just how well it takes the Scald. I mean, for all I know, it's just going to eat the Scald entirely. No, it goes for Fake Out. Okay. That I can live with. Wow. Or not. That was a ton of damage from a Fake Out. Of course, it's Stab. So I do realize that there's stuff going on there. I get poisoned. And now I'm going to go for the Scald. Unless they could have gone for a super effective Sucker Punch. I get a burn. First attempt, get the burn. They hit me with a resisted power-up punch. Not that the resisted part matters necessarily so much. They crit me on the half hit. Now, I'm going to heal up, take some more toxic damage, and we're going to see exactly what kind of damage I can throw down here. Because this is Starmie's last turn around. I already know that. But I want to see what kind of position I can put the team in before Starmie goes down. Yeah, I'm going to go for a Psychic. Everything here is neutral, but Psychic packs a little bit more power, which means a little bit more damage at times. They go for the power-up punch. That actually won't kill, or it does kill, due to the attack stage increases that I'm ignoring. So, Starmie goes down. Kangaskhan might actually fear Hitmonlee. I mean, I don't think it's going to. However, I can't really go into Kabutops. It's not a situation that works out well for me. So, going into Hitmonlee, and I'm going to actually go for a Bullet Punch, because I'm terrified of being outsped and murdered, although they could Sucker Punch me. Bullet Punch takes that Kangaskhan to like 1. So the return will kill, because there's the Focus Sash, and the Focus Sash is about to be gone. Now here is where things get nasty. I have to go for the Stone Edge, predicting, oh, I get to find out what they have before I lock myself into a move. That's good. I forgot all about the burn. So we're tied up 1-1. Kabutops comes back in. And I really want to see Charizard. Charizard would make my day. Venusaur. Venusaur does not make my day. Venusaur is actually the worst thing I could have seen, as the double effective grass type. That's the thing. So I'll go for the Stone Edge, but I'm pretty sure I lost this one. I am faster. I'm guessing there's no sunlight up. They go for the Leech Seed. Oh, I might win this one. That's kind of funny, due to the fact that they did a Leech Seed instead of throwing down damage. Now, I would guess this is defensive Venusaur. However, I'd have to do a ton of damage with the Stone Edge to kill, and I'm locked into it with no more power points. So I will be struggling. And they just heal. What is this? What is this, opponent? So Kabutops is actually out here dead. My opponent doesn't know it yet. I'm hoping that they hit me with a grass type something here in the near future, because I don't want to, well, I'll struggle to death in probably less than a turn. So Kabutops struggles. An animation I've never used before. That's funny. But we go up 1-1. Or I guess we go neutral 1-1. I hope you guys enjoyed the first Throwback Thursday. So we will be on Generation 1 next Thursday. I will be bringing at least a moderately altered team. I don't want to bring the same stuff over and over again when I'm in a generation. And there's plenty to explore in Gen 1. So without further ado, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a nice night, and I will see you tomorrow with 2 more.